All right, hey, Shalom Makyam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. And according to Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Shalom to all the brothers out there pushing his knowledge and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters, and shalom to the Israelite foreigners who are scattered abroad and who are scattered in the United States of America, looking like the other nations. What you're looking at is a true depiction of the one that we call Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, and the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, the one that we call God or Jehovah, and they are so-called black men according to the Scriptures. Coming back at you with another lesson. And today's lesson is going to be nothing new underneath the sun. So I ran to this video earlier this morning. Finally had time to do it. It says Iran 2020, a sequel to Iraq 2003 movie. Yes. But this is the Heavenly Father's movies, man. And this is the sequel. But it's not going to be a part 3, man. You understand? Because the same scenario of them going into Iran is the same scenario they have used to go into Iraq. And I remember because I was in the military around that time under Bush Jr. Now I'm not even gonna lie, man. When the Republicans are in office, the military, they get hooked up. We get more money, better equipment. They really take care of the military might. But this time frame around, man, this is gonna be the war to end all wars. Because in the midst of this World War III, once the United States finally enter into Iran, or whatever the scenario the Heavenly Father allowed to happen, you're going to have other countries getting involved, major countries, man. And ultimately, Yahweh Shai is going to show up, the one he can recall Jesus Christ, to totally end the war, put these nations' military might in total subjection. I mean, they're going to be destroyed, man. But, you know, there's nothing new underneath the sun. For us brothers in the know, it's the same sequel that's going on, man. So I'm gonna play some of this video. The Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson unto the very elect.
Are rarely as good as the originals. Many characters don't sign on for repeat appearance. Sequels are rarely as good as the originals. Many characters don't sign on for repeat appearance, and they often end up losing money. But apparently there's nothing Washington likes more than dusting off an old script and adding a new line or two. Sometimes it barely even needs to change the name. Both are countries which have been consuming America's attention for a while now.
The threat comes from Iraq. Saddam Hussein aids and protects terrorists.
The coalition forces did not come to colonize Iraq. We came to overthrow a despotic regime.
Everywhere we go in the Middle East, it's Iran, Iran, Iran.
Major destabilizing influence in the Middle East.
Spread death, destruction, and chaos.
The leaders of Iran are racketeers.
Behind every problem is Iran.
So the scene is set. We have a visible villain in our story. Oh, and in case you're in any doubt as to who our hero is, well, who else but the one whose ambition has only ever been to throw off the shackles of injustice and make democratic dreams come true?
I think things have gotten so bad inside Iraq. From the standpoint of the Iraqi people, my belief is we will, in fact, be greeted as liberators.
Last night there was dancing in the streets in parts of Iraq. We have every expectation that people not only in Iraq but in Iran will view the American action last night as giving them freedom.
But our hero knows better than to go around attacking people without some kind of justification. It's not particularly diplomatic. So he gets trusted advisors to dig up something, anything really, that will make it sound like humanity is being saved. This is a blockbuster after all. There has to be an apocalypse.
Saddam Hussein and his regime are concealing their efforts to produce more weapons of mass destruction.
Iran will not get a nuclear weapon. And as we came into office, Iran was on a pathway that had been provided by the nuclear deal, which clearly gave them the opportunity to have those nuclear weapons.
And all the while, he hopes that no one actually asks for anything concrete, because then he's just a man with a grudge.
Right.
US scrambled to establish a link.
Right. You've seen enough, man. I mean, this says a whole lot, brothers. It says a whole lot. So Kyle Lau Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is the war to end all wars, man. And the Lord about to get this damn demon, this so-called white man, finally out of power, man. You understand what I'm saying? This is a very beautiful time, serious time to be in this truth, man, in this faith. And Lord willing, we all make it unto the end, man. So this Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9, it says, the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, man. The same scenario, brothers. And Russia today is set up to combat the propaganda of the United States. You know, even though they're demons, they're devils as well. But at least they're shedding light on what's really going on in the military perspective and what's really going on with the United States. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to have a brain on and the Lord got to be dealing with you for him to really open your mind to this. Because there is nothing new. And I'm speaking from a military, ex-military point of view, because I didn't know shit. I ain't know a damn thing. A stupid ass little E3, E4, made it all the way up to E6, was a staff sergeant. And then that's when the Lord opened my mind when I was 27 to what's really going on. You see, there's nothing new underneath the sun. This whole propaganda they've been perpetrating is being done all over again. But guess what? They're not going to go in there and decimate Iran like how they did Iraq. Because Iraq has totally been decimated and the people they ain't treat us as liberators, okay? You understand me? They had the people that was set up in there. There wasn't no real military might that was fighting for their fucking land, man. You understand? Straight up, man. But this time, Iran has a military might and they have a backup. So there is nothing new beneath the sun, man. Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us, you know. And there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are come to with those that shall come after. So that's dealing with reincarnation. But the point is, this whole strategy of them going into Iran, they just broke it down for you. That ain't nothing new. The same manuscript, man. Ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai movie is being played out. What's going to be new is when you see brothers with spiritual power controlling the elements, and you're going to see spacecrafts of so-called black men zapping you people to powder, man. That's going to be something new to the eyes, man. A so-called black man coming down from the heavens, man, taking control of the whole planet with his friends. That's going to be something new. That's going to be something the world never seen in their life. Okay? So that's the time we're in, man. A time of war. All right, let me pull that up. Ecclesiastes 3. All right. 3 and 1. To everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And that's what's going on right now. The Lord is plucking up Esau's whole power structure, exposing his lies and deception. You know, in Iraq, in the invasion of Iraq, Saddam is an evil dictator. He has weapons of mass destruction, blah, 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 blah. So now is what Iran can get a nuclear or bomb, whatever, man. This is all links up with the New World Order plans, man, which they're going to fail miserably. It says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rent and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So that's the time frame we in. a time of war. The war to end all wars, man. That's going to bring peace to the whole entire planet and the universe once this so-called white man has finally been taken out of power through the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. This is the Most High's movie, man. So continuing on, Isaiah 13, it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, which a mountain is metaphorically speaking for a government. And the banner that we're lifting up is the Bible, man. The true understanding of the Bible. Exalt the voice unto them. And that's what we do when we go out there in the streets. We don't whisper out there. We exalt our voice, man. All right. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. That's why they coming up this whole anti-Semitism, this whole black Hebrew Israelite thing. Because his knowledge has reached the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones. And where the Lord sanctified ones, it means holy or separate, that he commanded to go out there and teach his word and to upload these videos, flood the internet with this truth. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. The mighty ones are the angels, man. The angels are the one who's mustering up the battle for World War III in the United States and in the Middle East and in Russia. You got these angelic forces working day and night. They don't sleep, man. I've also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Yahweh of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle, man. And that's what's going on right now, World War III. So right now there is a buildup, because I did a video yesterday, is a buildup which is gonna eventually become a full-fledged war, man. They come from a far countries, from the end of the earth, from the hand of heaven. Even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. The they that come from a far country is the nuclear missiles, man. Because this war is going to end up in a nuclear catastrophic event, man. Okay? That's the Lord weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Which land will be destroyed? America will be destroyed. Israel will be destroyed, man. The land of Israel. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. These soldiers, you civilians, it means your mind, man, you're gonna have a nervous breakdown. And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, being like, what the hell is going on? You know? What can we do? We need help. Where can we hide? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in its going forth, and the moon shall not cause our light to be shine. A lot of destruction, explosion, smoke, fire. All right, that's what can cause the earth, the skies to be darkened like that. I will punish the world for their evil. Right? The word there for world is tabal. I believe it's tabal. Yep, tabal. The world, inhabitable part. What it says. Don't tell me they took the word out. It's supposed to be the globe. Esau, evil ass. Let me see what it says. A couple of years back, it's supposed to be the globe. Here it is. It says fertile and inhabited earth, inhabitable globe. So wherever you at, man, and you're not right with the Most High, you will be punished. All right? I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. That's the so-called white race. And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. Giving all praises, man, to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai for giving us the insight to see, eyes to see, but these people don't see, and the ears to hear, because majority of the world cannot hear this sweet song, man. So Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, the water, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and Shalom.